Hey guys and gals, thanks so much for tuning into this. I'm Dredd from Gaming, and I guess this is my apology video. If I'm a little long-winded, I am not working off a script on this one, so please bear with me. Um, as well, I not feeling very good today. I had my first COVID vaccine shot yesterday. Um, yeah, not feeling too well after it. I mean, kind of as to be expected. They warn you in the paperwork about these things. But yes, I do. I am sniffly and running a slight fever, and did not sleep well. So this is the day following my shot as I record this. So yeah, you're gonna have to bear with me as I probably might ramble on more than usual because I do have a little bit of a fever and I'm not feeling real well. And probably all I'll say about that. You know what, as a human being with opinions and research and facts and all that stuff, I could talk about COVID-19. I could talk about the virus. I could talk about the vaccine. I could talk about, public expectations. I could talk about health authorities. I could talk about governments. I could talk about people battling against each other on both sides of things. I could probably talk on all these things in a very measured and reasoned manner. I mean, I've done a fair amount of research. Obviously, I've never done all the research. Nobody can. But I've done enough research to satisfy myself. Now, I could talk about all these things, but you know what? No matter what way I spoke about them and no matter what I said, fact of the matter is, it would elicit an emotional response in at least half my viewers. And it's an emotional issue. It's become an emotional issue for people, to the point where rational discussion about it is very, very difficult. So I'm not gonna. This is not the place to do that, anyways. If I wanted a COVID-19 channel to talk about stuff, I would make one, I guess. I'm just saying, I've got thoughts and feelings and everything else on all these matters, but in the end, it is what it is, and we move on. So, my apology. I think I owe the devs of Scum an apology. I had somewhat of a knee-jerk reaction to things, and I kind of laid the blame on them. I did say that they broke the game with their last update on May 7th, and that may not be the case. Um, as of right now, I can't prove or disprove it, but I'm willing to come forward and say, you know what, it's looking more like what I thought were the facts in front of me maybe aren't facts. So therefore, I may very well have been wrong, and maybe I should have waited before I said anything and thought about things and researched more. But you know what? I had a knee jerk reaction to it. I got emotional. For me, the issues that happened with Scum ruined my Scum series for me, and I get very involved in my series. Um, Even if I don't talk about it with you guys, I've got a backstory for my character in my head, and that's the only way I can play these games. This is the way I do it. It's an adventure story to me, and I'm in there and I'm living it as the character. Um, so when something happens, in this case, looks like the reset of a server that took all I'd done over the last two episodes, which was 2 weeks worth of time for me, completely wiped it out. There's no way for me to go forward with that rationally. I can't do it. I can't go forward with that and go forward with my series, um, and possibly explain that. What am I going to say? A giant whirlwind came down and time got reversed. One time experiments. Like, I can't. I could make up some BS, but it hits me in the feels when somebody messes with my story and my characters. It really does. I'm pretty stubborn, and this is why you will see series on my channel on Miss Valley Gaming here that don't have a lot of viewers. I'm really hopeful because they're great games and I think great stories that people will watch them eventually. But I've got series that one or two people only watch. Um, am I disappointed in that? Yes, but I'm also stubborn and I'm saying no. I'm enjoying this game. I'm enjoying playing this game. This game's going on my channel because that's what my channel is about. It's about games I'm passionate about. So all that to say, I'm a little bit stubborn and I'm very attached to my series, my games, my characters. So I do apologize. Gamepires. If I got things wrong, and it looks like I probably did. Again, I can't prove or disprove it at this point, but it looks like I did. I do apologize. Yeah. So from what I went on when this happened, when I logged in and found out, and other people on the same server were talking about this, that they had lost like 4 hours of game time or whatever, and had been rolled back, and they didn't know what was going on. Nobody at the time was saying what was going on. I was looking at it like, okay, this happened on like what, May 10th that I found out. I hadn't been logged on to SCUM since before the May 7th update, and I'm like, what did they do in the May 7th update? Did they pooch the game? Did they screw this up? What did they do? Did they do something in the code that rolled some of people's games back? I didn't know, but I was surmising in my head, seeing all these bad things. It's an early access game. There are bugs, and you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I know there are plenty of people who, since the big 5.0 or 0.5, whatever you want to call it, update, have such bad FPS drops they can barely play the game or can't play the game. Like, there's issues with the game. There is. It's early access. There's going to be issues. I understand that. But I know there are issues, and some of them are game-breaking for people. Some of them are. I've experienced, some game-breaking bugs on my own during play. Not in a while, but I have. Like driving along a road and suddenly everything disappears and you fall through the map. Things like that. There are stuff that happens, and it's early access. I get it. Again, I understand. Remember, everybody, coffee solves everything. So when this happened, I took a look at the facts. I did a quick internet search. I came up with the fact that in my country, in my country, which is Canada, so you know where I'm at if you don't know. There was on the official servers there, and I didn't even know there were official Scum servers in Canada, but hey, I knew now after looking it up. Apparently there's 3 of them, and they were all under massive attack, and they had not been able to, I didn't know at the time they were under attack. I just knew they were complete failures. People couldn't log in. When they did, log in finally, you couldn't move your character. It was terrible. Like, people were like saying, we can't play on these servers. And for 3 days, there was people cajoling and pleading, you'll say Funcom. That's Conan. Gamepires, please fix this. And I wasn't seeing any response from Gamepires. I wasn't seeing anybody saying, oh, good, it's fixed now. Thank you, Gamepires. Or, oh, Gamepires said they're going to look into this, or anything. All I saw was 3 official servers completely shut down for 3 days with people screaming and crying about it, asking Gamepires to fix this, reset your servers, fix this, and 0. Now, was there maybe, did Gamepires say something to some of the people or do something? Perhaps, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So I'm seeing a bunch of people complaining about service and not getting any response. So now I'm putting 2 and 2 together, and I'm getting 5.9, clearly. And I'm like, oh my God, what is going on with this company? They broke the game. So, having an emotional reaction, I put out a video. I will stand by my right to put out the video. In hindsight, should I have waited, collected more information? Yeah, of course. Hindsight 2020, right? Or at least 2019. Oh, it's 2021 now. That's in hindsight, though. I still stand by my right to put out the video. If it so happens that I said something incorrect, then I apologize for it, which I do. But it was still my right to put out the video. I was feeling something. I was seeing something. I believed it to be correct. And I thought, you know what? As much as I love Scum, and I really, really do love Scum, it's, as a channel creator, content creator, channel owner, it is my duty, if there's something wrong with the game, to tell you. And by all means, putting the warning out there, hey, if you're thinking about buying this game right now, don't wait. Make sure it's fixed. Actually, that's always a good piece of advice with an early access game. Always wait, always do your research, always check it out. because you never know. So I live in a country where, again, I'm in Canada. You could, enter almost any country in the world. Well, maybe not any country, but you could enter a lot of countries in the world into the blank. I live in a country where there is free speech. Um, do I believe free speech is being squashed slowly and taken away? Yep, sure do. That's not even necessarily a political belief. That is just a belief based on fact. So, but right now, I still have the right to say what I want to say. Whether or not someone's offended by it or believes it to be incorrect or gets angry or triggered by it, it doesn't mean anything. What I said was not malicious. It was not meant to harm anyone. It was a warning because my belief was the game was broken. So my belief is you need to step away from it and make sure it's working before you get involved in it. Yeah. And as far as my beliefs, like I say, I stand up for free speech. If you guys watching this and you live in a country where you don't have free speech, then my sympathy for you. I believe the world's going that way eventually, where you have very little rights anymore, and people in power will make all your decisions. I think that's the way the world is slowly going. I say slowly; it's like a snowball rolling downhill. It picks up speed as it goes, and mass, and becomes inevitable at some point. And if you're thinking, oh, here goes Dredd with his political beliefs, first of all, I don't really talk politics on this channel. I try to keep it out. As far as my political beliefs, honest to God, you could try to label me this or that, but I will tell you something: the party that I most align with in my personal beliefs, and I'm not going to espouse the party or talk about it or anything and point you towards it or anything else. It's just what my beliefs most line up with. That political party is not even really active in my country. I mean, I think they literally run a handful of people across the whole country, and we are not population wise, but landmass wise, second biggest country in the world. So, we have a fair population. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. More than 5 though, and less than 100 billion, somewhere between those. So yeah, so it's not. This is not like, oh, he's right wing, he's left wing, he's this, he's that, he's a communist, he's fascist, labels, first of all, labels. And you know what? Even political parties, man, they change their inner beliefs and what what they want to do and accomplish and everything. So political parties are just a name that with stuff you can either get behind or not get behind. Anyways, I'm not meaning to trigger anybody, but I'm pretty sure at least 5 of you watch this are probably triggered, and I'm gonna be like, you know what? Just take a chill pill. Honestly, take a chill pill. So, my apologies to Gamepires. My apologies to anyone who was offended by my my video calling out Gamepires. I do apologize. In all, in retrospect, like I say, should have waited, should have researched more. That's bad on me. But again, that's what happens when people have emotional reactions to things and they are emotionally involved and invested in stuff. We speak and we speak passionately about things, and often much too quickly. Such as life. It works that way in politics. It works that way in so many sectors of life. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me and my channel and overlooking my faults and foibles. I have a few. Yeah, both my ex-wives would probably have their hands up right now with a long list. But, they're bitches, so... Oh, I didn't say that! Oh! No! I love and appreciate my ex-wives for the good things they brought to my life. That's the nicest way to put it. I'm also glad they're my exes. So, let's put it that way. They are perfect. Not like me. All right, so I guess I should just end this off with saying I will be coming back to Scum. It's not going to happen today. Probably not going to happen tomorrow. But I will be coming back with a new Scum series. I would think before the end of the month, this month being May? Yeah, it's May. It's like almost the middle of May, right? I would think before the end of May 2021 that I will come back with another Scum series. And once they get some more updates, I'm looking for a certain couple of things from Gamepires in their updates, and I don't know which one is coming in. I have another series planned, but it requires some updates and some certain things going into the game that I've heard about. We'll wait on that one. So yeah, there will be another series. I got to come up with some backstories in my head and a character, and find the time to start producing it, putting it out. But you can look for it; it'll be there. In the meantime, enjoy the other series, people. Stay safe out there. If you haven't got your COVID shot, my advice would be to get it, but do what you think is best and right for you in the end. Again, my feelings on COVID and the COVID vaccine. Does it matter? I got the vaccine. And I'll be getting the second shot later. It's just keeping society happy. As happy as they can get. Society's pretty nasty with everybody right now. We're all so disjointed and at each other's throats all over the world that, you know, giving in and getting the vaccine for me is like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it, whatever. If it helps to keep the peace, fine. And it will be helpful to me, I don't know. I didn't have any fear of COVID. I mean, I had the realization that if I got it, and I believe I already had it a year ago, by the way, and passed through it really quickly with not very many problems. But my belief is if I got COVID or got COVID again, that, you know, chances are I'm healthy and I probably wouldn't have had too much problem with it. So, but that's just me. That's just my thoughts on that. Anyways, I'm going to end this. I have no idea how long I've been droning on. Again, slight fever, sniffles, don't feel good, didn't sleep well, need more coffee. I want a coffee already. So I'm going to be whiny now. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. And for Mist Valley Gaming, my name is Dredd. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Gamepires, I apologize. Bye-bye. Because gaming should be fun. Slow your pace with Mist Valley Gaming.